There's been a lot of build up to the release of the Thailand Digital Nomad Visa. Its official name is the Long-Term Resident Visa. In this video, we're going to take a look at the LTR visa, the eligibility criteria, who it's good for, who it's not so good for, and if it's not really for you, then what are your other options? Aaron here from Offshore in Asia. Now, if you haven't heard of us, we help people from all over the world, but mainly from Western countries who want to move out here to Asia, who want to invest in emerging markets, who want to set up shop and do business out here. We can help you do that. So if you want help, head over to offshoreinAsia.com. You can book in a free discovery call and we can help you to get set up and get things happening. Now, the Thailand LTR visa is aimed at high potential foreigners. That's how they put it. So if you want to come out here to Thailand and live and work for up to 10 years and bring up to 4 family members with you, you can do that under this visa. To be eligible for the visa, there's 4 different streams that you can apply under. That is high income individuals, wealthy retirees, remote workers, and professionals with special skills. So next we're going to go through, have a look at each of these 4 different ways of applying and what you have to do to get your foot in the door. Okay, number 1, high income individuals. So if you want to enter Thailand under the LTR as a high income individual, this one probably is the hardest one to qualify. And what you have to do, there's 4 main requirements here, and you have to satisfy each of the 4 requirements. So you need to have at least 1 million USD in assets. You need to average at least $80,000 USD per year income over the last 2 years. You need to have $500,000 invested in Thai government bonds, a foreign Thai business, or Thai property. And you need to have at least $50,000 coverage in health insurance, or if you don't do that, you need to have at least $100,000 deposited in a Thai bank. The second way to enter Thailand under the LTR visa is as a wealthy retiree. So to be eligible for that, you need to be able to either show that you earn at least $80,000 a year, or if you can't do that, you have to earn at least $40,000 a year, but then also make an investment into Thai government bonds of $250,000. It can also go into a Thai business or into Thai property. And then you need to demonstrate that you have health insurance with $50,000 coverage, or $100,000 deposited into a Thai bank. The third option is for remote workers. Now, to be eligible here, you need to be able to again demonstrate that you have either $80,000 in annual income, and that has to be proven over the last 2 years. If you can't prove that, you have to show that you have at least $40,000 of annual income, but then you must also have a master's degree, own intellectual property, or receive Series A startup funding of at least $1 million. You need to be employed by a publicly listed company or a private company in operation for at least 3 years, and that company has to have at least 150 million annual revenue over those 3 years. You need to have at least 5 years experience in any of the targeted industries over the last 10 years. We'll come back to what those targeted industries are. And again, you have to have at least $50,000 coverage on a health insurance policy. But if you don't want to do that, then you can have $100,000 deposited in a Thai bank. And the last option to enter Thailand under the LTR visa is as a professional with special skills, or some kind of expert in the target fields they're looking for. So the eligibility for that is very much similar to the remote workers that we just went through. The main differences are there is no income requirement if you're working for a Thai governmental agency. You'll be working either in higher education, a research institution, a training institution, or a Thai government agency. You must have at least 5 years work experience in one of the targeted industries, or have a PhD qualification, and you have to have the health insurance, just like each of the other 3 options. Now let's have a look at the targeted industries that we just referred to. So targeted industries include automotive, electronics, tourism, agriculture, food processing, robotics, aviation, biochemistry, digital tech, medical, and defense. So it's pretty broad there. You've got a few options that where you can tick the box there under that stream. Right, so who is the long-term resident visa good for? Well, I have to admit, when this visa first came out, I was a bit disappointed. There was a lot of build-up and a lot of excitement around Thailand having the digital nomad visa. We thought, oh yeah, this is going to be fantastic. Everyone can live here and work legally and spend time in this country that a lot of us love. But the truth is that a lot of people just won't qualify for this. It really does seem to be aimed more at wealthy foreigners. It's about bringing the money in, not necessarily about bringing people in who want to work here, build relationships here, and spend money in the economy. That's a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. So if you're earning over 80 grand a year and you want to set up a long-term residence, get a residency in Southeast Asia, have that as a backup option or have it as your main tax residency, this can be a pretty good option. But the fact of the matter is lots of people won't qualify for that. Now, if you're earning 40 grand a year and you have a master's degree, then that's good for you, but still a lot of people won't qualify for that. And then you got the people entering the scheme under the remote workers stream. So you're working for a big multinational offshore. Well, the thing is, if you're working for a big multinational, the chances are it's probably going to be based in the US or in Europe. And in that case, you might be better suited to somewhere in South America just for the time zone being in alignment with North America. And you're not having to be working weird times of the night in Asia. And truth be told, a lot of people that do qualify, especially the people under the first stream, the wealthy individual stream, where you have to have $1 million in USD assets plus $80,000 annual revenue. Well, if you're earning that kind of money, you can work anywhere in the world. So all in all, the eligibility criteria hurdle is quite high. There will be a lot of people who are a bit disappointed in this, who won't be able to be eligible. But the good thing is there's plenty of other options. So you got the Thai retirement visa. If you're over 50 years old and you have 24 grand in a Thai bank, you can get a 1-year renewable visa. You got the education visa. So if you want to come out here to Thailand and learn Muay Thai or cooking or the Thai language, you can come here and you can get renewable visas learning a new skill. If you've got about 18 grand sitting in the bank and you want to buy your residency for 5 years, 10 years or 20 years, that costs more, of course. If you want to do 20 years, you can apply for the Thai Elite visa. It does sound like a lot of money up front, 18 grand approximately for 5 years. But when you average that out over 5 years, it's really not too much. If you're living in somewhere like San Francisco or London and it's costing you 5 grand a month to live, well then paying 18 grand and getting a 5-year residency permit in Thailand, well, you're going to make that money back in no time because you can live in Thailand on $1,000 a month still. It still can be done. If you want to do a bit more and go out, have a bit of a nightlife, you're probably looking at more like 1,500, 2 grand. You can live very, very well. Now, Malaysia has a digital nomad visa, and this is quite a good one. We'll do another video about this. It's called the Dirantau Nomad Pass. What you need to do is demonstrate $24,000 a year. 24,000 is a lot better than 80, isn't it? $24,000 a year and you get a 2-year visa. It's a shorter term visa, but it's a lot easier to get your foot in the door on that one. Indonesia has a digital nomad visa. The official name of that one is the Second Home Limited Stay Visa. For that, you need to have about 130 grand in the bank, in an Indonesian bank or in property, and that will get you 5 years residency in Bali or anywhere in Indonesia. And another option is the Philippines, where they have an investment visa for $75,000. If you go to the Philippines and invest 75 grand into the stock market there, you can live there indefinitely. You get a 1-year visa that is renewable indefinitely. So that's a pretty good option as well. So there you have it, guys. There's the rundown on the Thailand long-term resident visa. The good thing about this is, it's not that great in its initial form, but I hold out hope that they will tweak it down the track, because the fact of the matter is there is a lot of competition for digital nomads, a lot of talk about digital nomad visas all around the world, but even in Southeast Asia where we work. So other countries are coming out with schemes to attract digital workers. And generally, these other competing visas are a lot more easy to be eligible for than the Thai visa. So I'm hoping that they maybe adjust the terms a little bit, because there's a risk here that if they don't lower the eligibility criteria, they might start losing people to places like Bali and to Malaysia. So that's where it stands at the moment, but I do hold out hope. We'll see what happens. So if you want to learn more about moving out to Thailand, investing in Thailand, and doing business in Thailand, head over to our website, offshoreinasia.com. You can get your free country guide to Thailand that's going to help you get thinking about the things you need to think about in order to make your move out here and do it successfully. If you want any help with that, with setting up your life, setting up your money, you're investing your business, we can help you with that. As I said at the top of the video, you can book in a free discovery call. It's a 15-minute consultation, no charge. Go over to the website, hit us up, and we'll do what we can to help.